Happy Diwali, everyone! Miss Mansukhani here to read to you a read aloud all about Diwali. So my family and I celebrate Diwali every year. Diwali is one of the most celebrated holidays in India, and that's where my family is from. So the book I'm going to be reading to you today is called Binny's Diwali. This book is written by Thrity Umrigar and illustrated by Nidhi Chanani. Binny's Diwali. Binny woke up happy but nervous. It was her day to share about Diwali, the festival of lights. Since her class was learning about different celebrations, her teacher, Mr. Boomer, had asked her to talk about her favorite holiday. Last month, Sarah talked about Rosh Hashanah, and today it was Binny's turn. She hoped everything would go just as she and her teacher planned. Binny started getting ready for school. She smiled as she noticed the Indian outfit Mom and Dad had laid on her chair. Maybe it was the perfect day to wear her new blue suede shoes for good luck. Binny turned around and got a glimpse of her mom looking so beautiful in the bright red silk sari Dad had bought her for Diwali. Everybody went shopping for Diwali. Kids got new clothes and toys, parents bought each other jewelry, and friends exchanged gift baskets filled with cakes and sweets and nuts. Wearing her new clothes, Binny ran downstairs for breakfast. Instead of cereal, Mom and Dad had given her a treat. Warm jalebis, orange discs of sweetness that melted in her mouth when she bit into them, and soft milky pedas that crumbled in her mouth and made her lick her lips. Dad quickly packed the rest for her class. May the words you speak today be as sweet as jalebis and as soft as pedas. Yum, that sounds so good. Mom drove Binny to school. Remember to tell them about the oil lamps, she told Binny as she kissed her goodbye. Good luck, Bin. You'll do great. After morning circle time, Mr. Boomer called Binny's name, but when she stood before the class had a terrible thing to happen. Suddenly, she felt so shy and scared. Her mind went blank. Some children began to giggle. Others fidgeted, not knowing what to do. Today is Diwali, Binny said nervously. The wahoo? Yelled Tommy. The teacher stood up and gave the sign for quiet. Binny did not want to share her favorite holidays with her friends. She couldn't find the right words. Mr. Boomer put a kindly hand on her shoulder. Take a deep breath, he whispered. I know you can do it. Just then, Binny remembered what her mom had told her about the lamps. To celebrate Diwali, people lit oil lamps called diyas. They put them in their front doors to guide good luck into their homes and chase away the darkness. All over the world, Diwali marked the victory of goodness and light. Binny now knew what to say. Diwali is the festival of lights. It is a Hindu holiday that lasts 5 days, and it celebrates the victory of goodness and hope. She told them about the fireworks, how they whistle through the air and burst like stars in the night sky, leaving streaks of gold and red and green. She described the sparklers Dad lit in the yard, how she made figure eights with them, the golden sparks opening like a flower. Mr. Boomer brought over streamers that Binny had made. She took out some colorful glitter and asked Juliet and Aisha to help her make them brighter. That looks like fun. The class gathered around Mr. Boomer's desk as Binny handed him a tiny electric clay diya. The teacher turned it on. The small flickering light looked so pretty that all the children oohed and awed. Binny told them that if on Diwali you looked down from an airplane, you'd see the city shine like a diamond, lights shimmering everywhere you looked. She made them close their eyes and imagine a dark sky with a million twinkling stars. Diwali is a magical time for children everywhere. So beautiful. Binny had one more thing to show them, the best of all. She took out bags of colored powder, red, blue, yellow, purple, green, and orange, and sprinkled them onto the floor. First she drew a flower with the powdered chalk. Then she used it to write, "Happy Diwali to all." The children started clapping. Binny went to her desk, and out came the box of pedas and jalebis. One for each student in the class, and for Mr. Boomer too, of course. They ate every last crumb of the sweets and smacked their lips in delight. Romeo raised his hand. "How many festivals are there in the world?" he asked. Binny smiled. "Thousands of them," she said, "and they're all beautiful in their own way." Mr. Boomer leaned over to Binny and said, "Great job." She grinned from ear to ear. Binny walked home that night celebrating her own victory of goodness and light. The spirit of Diwali was real. The story of the oil lamps had chased away her own fears. Everyone loved Diwali, this wonderful festival of lights. I want you now to think of the life lesson in the story. So a little information on the 5 days of Diwali is on the first day of Diwali, people often clean their homes and shop for kitchen utensils. On the second day, homes are decorated with clay lamps and colorful patterns called rangoli, which are created on the floor with colored sand or powder. On the third day, families gather to pray to the goddess Lakshmi, to enjoy a delicious feast and to watch fireworks. On the fourth day, friends and relatives give one another gifts and good wishes for the season. That part's always fun. On the fifth and last day, siblings visit one another and exchange gifts. Others use the day to clean and organize their workspaces. So I hope you learned something new about the holiday Diwali, and I hope you enjoyed the book. I love this book because I can relate to it. When I was younger, I never wanted to share about my culture and my traditions, but I've learned that you should be proud to be who you are and embrace each other for our differences and be proud of it. So thank you for listening, and I hope everyone has a great Diwali.